BuzzFeed basically posted a casting call asking their community to share their nightmare dating app experience that made them say never again. Here are the public submissions they received. Someone wrote, "Met this girl 8 years ago and it was the worst. Fast forward to today and she's moved into my house and says we share a bed and I call her wife. She even forces me to wear a ring on my finger." Let's keep going, we're off to a good start. Guy came over to watch a movie and ended up in the bedroom. I went to the bathroom to do my post-pee and he asked at the door where the glasses were, so I told him. Came out and he had vanished. Went to message him, but he had deleted and blocked me on Tinder and Snapchat. He wasn't that great anyway, so I shrugged and went to bed. Oh my God, waiting for someone to be in the bathroom and making up an excuse to be walking around her house is actually a genius getaway plan. I hope people are taking note. Next up, someone wrote, "I met this guy who repeatedly told me he lived alone, and after talking for a while, we arranged to meet. I drove to the address and was surprised he lived in such a big house in a nice neighborhood. Turns out it was his parents' house. He opened the door and his mother was standing right behind him. I should have left right then and there, but I stayed because I was inexperienced and didn't have enough confidence to stand up for myself. I explicitly told him we were not going to sleep together. Then he got upset and repeatedly tried to, if you know what I mean, despite me saying no. His parents were right above us the entire time, mind you. I eventually worked up the courage to leave, then I drove home crying and traumatized. Didn't date again for about 3 years. This experience is absolutely awful and broke my heart. To whoever wrote this, I am so sorry this happened to you. I cannot stress this enough, you do not know the people you meet online. It clearly doesn't matter where you meet up or who is around, but always vet the people you're meeting as best you can. This user didn't date again for 3 years. This stuff sucks with people. I'm just so glad she was able to get out of there when she did. What a creep," someone else wrote. "I had a message from a guy on a dating app, so I replied, then jumped in the shower. Came back 10 minutes later to multiple messages, the last one calling me rude for not immediately replying. For some reason, I continued to give this guy the time of day for a couple more messages, and he wanted to meet up that day. I said I already had plans as I was going to see my baby nephew for the first time. He replied, 'Not all day you're not,' then proceeded to call me lazy and hurl abuse at me. I reported him and deleted the app." What? Right off the bat, this person sounds controlling, self-centered, and way too aggressive. It sounds like you dodged a bullet here. Who speaks to someone like that? I think this is a great place to stop. Phew, I was not prepared to feel so empty and sad after some of these experiences. Dating is already scary enough, but when you factor in online dates, you really don't know who you're dealing with. Whether you've had a good or bad dating app experience, share it in the comments and maybe we'll make our own video with the results. Bye, guys.